Hey there, Lux Babes. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well. Today's video is going to be about what to get for your very first apartment. Over on the main channel and even on the reaction channels and sometimes in my DMs, I have received messages from people that know that I've kind of been around the block. If you're a guy and you're watching this, don't get excited. That's not what I meant. And anyway, many people have asked me how to move a location. How do you move from country to country? What do you get when you're moving out of the house for the first time? I got you. Today, I'm gonna be covering the basics that you need for your first apartment. Some of the stuff is gonna seem common sense just because if you lived with your parents and you're bringing in like your bedroom furniture and all of those things, you may not need some of them. But I'm just gonna do this as though you're coming in to an empty apartment and you're coming with nothing. Everything I talk about, I'm gonna link it down below as well. And if I skip anything, I'll also do it in the pinned comment. I've actually had this video in mind for about 1.5 years now. It's been in my notes for the longest, and I have not made it because I keep thinking that I need to get the list right, but I can always add to it, right? I can do a part 2 if all else fails. So let's just get into it. I'm excited. All right, we're gonna start with your essentials, right? I made a list here. The first one is gonna be pots and pans because I think I've shared already that I'm not a big cook. I don't really spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but every now and then you wanna whip up a little breakfast or something. You don't have to get anything extravagant. Again, this is all starter apartment stuff, so I'm gonna link everything down below that's cost efficient and like will get the job done. Cooking utensils goes along with the pots and pans. Cutlery, need something to eat with. Cups and plates. Obviously. Now, some people don't like doing dishes and you may not have a dishwasher or not want to deal with the dishwasher. So paper plates are a way to go. Again, it doesn't give the it girl fancy vibe, but if you're a minimalist and you're just worried about functionality, do you. Drainer, this is more of like a dish rack, most people will call it. I personally use a flat one and I just kind of put my things on top of it. I've been cooking a lot lately and eating at home, so I have been needing extra space and I've been using the dishwasher for that. If you don't have a dishwasher or you just prefer not to have your stuff in the dishwasher, then I got you too. I'm gonna put 3 different types of dish racks depending on your style. Go crazy. The next thing is a mattress. I'm gonna link that down below too. The beautiful thing about the world we now live in is that you don't have to go to a mattress store anymore and sit on it and try it out and be traditional. If you want to, go right ahead. But this video is trying to make your life better. This list is supposed to help you just order these things and then have them shipped to you so you can focus on other things like decorating and such. And so yeah, the mattress, it's gonna come in a box. I know, very weird, but the last 2 mattresses I have had came in a box. And let me tell you, never underestimate. When I say this current one I have right now is top notch, it's top notch. I'm gonna be moving into a bigger space, at least a 2-bedroom next. And so I've been struggling with the idea of whether it's gonna go in the guest room or not, just because I typically like to move new energy into new spaces, but like it's really hard to let go of this bed. It's amazing. I'm gonna link it down below if I can find it still. Otherwise, I'll still try to find something that's budget friendly, because remember, trying to help you save some coins, okay? Sheet set to go on your mattress. A couch or a sofa. It just depends on how small your space is or how cozy you like your seating space to be. So I'll put like a sectional, I'll put a love seat, and I'll put a regular set, just so you have options. Broom, of course, you gotta sweep. I'm fancy, so I have an electric broom, but I also have a manual one. Have your pick. A mop, once again, I have an electric one because I don't have time to be dipping and squeezing. But I'm gonna put the basic one for you and then I'll put the one that I have and you can decide whichever you wanna do. Cleaning towels. Yes, this stuff will save you so much money when it comes to paper towels, right? I have always been the paper towel queen. I will wipe down anything with a paper towel. I'll clean little tiny floor stains with a paper towel, right? And so I found these little towels mainly because someone suggested that I get them for like my car after the car wash, just to kind of make sure that they got everything and like if there's any spots that it doesn't ruin my paint. But it came as like I think a 12 pack, so it's a bunch of them. So I've kept some for the house and game changer. Once again, I use it in my bathroom, I use it in my kitchen area. It gets the job done. I wouldn't say 100% replaces paper towels, but it does reduce the amount that you're using. Super, super absorbent and it washes well in the laundry, so yeah. Tupperware, because of course you need your dishes. I use the glass ones because I'm not crazy about like the plastic. I don't like the color it turns after a while. I don't like the feel of it. It just doesn't feel durable. It doesn't give that lush vibes. And like they have glass ones that are not breaking the bank. So if I find some, I'll link them down below. A Ring doorbell. Okay, hear me out. I know this sounds like a nice to have. No, not if it's your first place. I live in a pretty secure building. However, I have a Ring camera that I installed myself, and it was the best decision that I ever made. It took me all but 5 minutes to do it, but ooh, the peace of mind that it brings, astronomical. Because you know, nobody comes through your front door without you knowing. No packages are gonna go missing. No creepy neighbors that you don't want around you. But the coolest feature that I personally like is that when I'm gone, because I travel a bit, when a package is delivered or when someone is at my door, I can communicate with them remotely. Once I was gone for a month and a half and the FedEx guy rang the doorbell, I got the notification on my phone and I said, "Hi FedEx, please take my package to the office." And he did. Apparently there was another one that he had delivered the day before, so he took them both. Some people may think this is too fancy, but safety is key. Like, let's not play around with safety. That is the most important thing. As a woman living alone, you never want to spare a dime for that. You want to find an apartment that's in a pretty relatively safe area. I've talked about this already in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna link it up here. But still, get a Ring doorbell. I swear, it'll change your life. Monthly budget is a requirement. This is not really an item. It's just a thing that you need. Income versus expenses. I'm not an accountant, so I'm not trying to go into too much detail, but you wanna know what's coming in versus what's going out. And I know you may think, oh, well, I'll just look at my bank account. I can see, yeah, it's not the same, babe. Like, have your set amount as far as you know what you're expecting to earn from your work or your business or whatever else, and then know the things that you absolutely have to spend money on. Have it budgeted so that you know if you are going outside of the budget, maybe it's for food or for entertainment, you kind of know how to curb that. If you guys are interested in more intricate talk about that, comment below. I'll make a video about it. All right, this one's good too. Healthy mental health routine. Yes, you need it. I swear, especially if you've never lived alone before, this is gonna be quite the change for you. So whether it's your meditation in the morning, not sleeping with your phone next to you, whatever it is that you wanna do, and again, I can create a video about that, a separate one. You want something that's gonna allow you to get in your groove and keep you from feeling like, oh my gosh, did I make the worst decision of my life? Am I really ready to live alone? Because it is going to be an adjustment. Last but not least, I said water filters. I'll link that below as well. If you have hard water, you're gonna need this. You may live in an area where the water is soft. Lucky you. For the first time in my life, I bought a water filter for my apartment and it's been night and day. Like, literally. I bought one that comes with a shower head as well as a handheld, because when I looked at the filters, they were about the same price standalone as this set that I got. So if you like a good deal, this one's gonna be for you. But I'll link that one and I'll also link the separate filters so you have options. All right, let's jump into our nice to haves. I didn't put too much on this one. Number one, trusted neighbor. You don't have to be friends with everybody. I know that some of us are introverts and we just don't really need the whole community. But if you can, and if the property you live at hosts events, try to go to a few of them just so you can meet your neighbors. Or if you see them around, like, say hello. And if you have the opportunity to get into conversation with one or two, do it, because there are gonna be those times, right? It's nice to know that someone's looking out for you. Where I currently live, and I have stories, if you guys want a story time, I got you. They are crazies, okay? However, just like anywhere else I've ever lived at, I've met one or two quality individuals, and that's all you need. You don't need all of your neighbors. You just need one person that would look out for you if anything happens, right? Someone that would be able to do a wellness check for you if all else fails. The second thing is a humidifier. This is if you live in a dry space like I do, or if you have the tendency to snore a lot, or if you have really bad allergies, things like that. Humidifiers are clutch. I'm gonna list those down below. I have one next to my bed just for the allergy season. Essential oils, candles, incense. I don't know what you're into, sage. Just something to cleanse your space and to give it that warm feeling. Again, it's a nice to have. You don't need it. It's just nice to have. Epsom salt goes along with this. I have a specific brand that I use. I use Dr. Teal's. I'll link it down below. So like the liquid bath gel that has melatonin in it and lavender, I believe. I mix that in with their Epsom salt and it's chef's kiss. Okay, the next thing is a grocery cart, right? If you live in a property that has an elevator, but you're not on the first floor, it helps. If you're not getting groceries delivered and you're going to pick them up, if you happen to live really far from where you're parking, it helps to have something to put your groceries inside of and just kind of wheel. I'll link that down below as well. I don't currently use it right now because my car is parked right outside my door, literally. So I literally just have to park, come through the hallway door, and walk right into my apartment. So I haven't needed it too much, but there have been times where I've had a bunch of bags and I'm like, dang, a little cart would be nice, you know? It just doesn't seem worth it for my short distance. But depending on where you are located on the property, you're going to need a cart. And again, if you have stairs, it doesn't really apply to you because you're not gonna wanna put the stuff in the cart and then have to lift the cart 3 flights of stairs. Nobody wants to do that. So only if you have elevators, then it's, you know, it makes sense. And then last but not least is a TV. The reason this is not a need is because I don't feel like it's a need. I have been the most productive, the most at peace, the most content, the most fulfilled in the times that I didn't have a TV at home, right? Not because I couldn't afford one, but just by choice. And I'm not trying to push my lifestyle on you. I'm just saying, even if you're the queen of entertainment, there's iPads, there's your phone, there's your laptop if you have one. It's not necessary. You don't have to have it. It's not gonna make or break your living experience when you very first move in, is what I mean. It's one of those things that can wait. But I'll drop a link down below to a really cost-effective one. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for your time and attention, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.